Hi, Sag. It's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. I'm here at camp. You can hear all the birds. It's early morning here, about 8 a.m., and it's finally a nice day. It's been so hot here, even my phone is shut down. I had to put it in the fridge for 10 minutes to cool it off. So it was just so hot. Yeah, I couldn't do anything. But here we are today. It's very nice, beautiful morning. And I thought I'm going to spin off a few readings here. So, my Sagittarius darlings, this is your July reading. Let's get your vibes in there. Oh, Sagittarius. Sagittarius. What are the messages for July 2021 for Sagittarius? Oh, little bug. Okay. I have the Gilded Tarot today because they're the only cards I have out here with me right now. I've been moving into the bus, and so there's things here, there's things there. You know me. I never sit still. Gypsy at heart, even if I didn't want to be, can't help it. All right, Saggy for July. All my Saggies in the world. What are the messages, especially the ones that watch Tinker Tarot? What are the messages? See, two just dropped out here. Wow. Wow, Sag. Two aces just jumped out. Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups. I saw the Ace of Cups first. There is going to be a truth coming out for sure, and it's about someone's feelings, okay? Now, sometimes this is about love. Someone needs to express their feelings, tell you how they feel. They need to be honest, okay? But also, this is just about feelings. You know, sometimes we need to be honest about our feelings to our friends, to our family, to our lovers, and or someone we admire and adore. So this could be love, or it could be needing to say how you feel, be honest, you know, very strongly, because there's something here that I think that you're not saying. If, you know, this is you, or it's a message coming into you, okay? For some of you, this is you. Saggies have a very hard time not saying how they feel. And when they withhold, because I'm Saggy too, when we withhold that, it's very difficult. We need to express ourselves, and we need to say honestly how we're feeling. If we disagree with something, if we, you know, even if it's a crush, you're going to take a chance and say, you know what, I think you're amazing, or whatever. And or this, for some of you, it's you needing to speak your feelings, whether it's about whatever your feelings are, or for some of you, it's a message coming in. So it can go both ways, right? Very interesting. Let's put these over here. These are coming up later, and it's the Oracle of Visions. But let's cut your cards. Wow, two aces. They're also two new beginnings. The Ace of Cups is also about being open to love now. Perhaps you were healing, you know, for a long time, or just really doing your own thing, into your own thing, and not paying attention to love, you know. But I think that you are probably more receptive to love. Also, as always, Saggies are honest, need to tell the truth, need to speak their mind. They're huge communicators, but someone else is too. Someone else is too. So, let's see what we got going on here for my darlings. I set it up so you could see the cards this time because I know you like to, and I like you to, tell you the truth. I like when you could see when I'm pointing to and what I'm talking about here. So let's move these two aces up here. All kinds of new beginnings. You probably don't feel like it right now, Sag. You know, you probably don't feel like anything new is happening. You could feel, there's a Kate Bush song called Suspended in GAFFA. And it's very much like that. You don't feel like anything's really happening, you know? And for Sagis, like, we need things happening. We need action. Strength. This is your past, your recent past. The Lovers. The Five of Swords. The Star. I'm doing five cards across this time because I don't really have clarifier cards with me, so I'm doing it this way. And the Hanged Man. Now, funny, the Hanged Man did come out in reverse, and I don't really do reversals, but I am going to address that. I am. Just because of what I just said. Suspended in GAFFA. Suspended in GAFFA. And you could have felt like that recently. And so I think there's a release happening in July, a release happening. And it's kind of funny because in the calendar year, July is the beginning of the second part of the year, right? June is the first 6 months and July begins the last 6 months. So it is new doors opening. But I want to get all the cards out first before I start reading these ones. I just want to see what we got going on here, okay? So in the present, okay, wait, I'm just going to pull them all out. Nine of Cups, or Page of Cups. I like seeing that. It looks like you're struggling here a little bit. Some with your feelings, some sort of feelings of regret. You know, and I kind of feel that back here. You're struggling with your feelings, perhaps. Okay, we're almost there. Judgment. And the Four of Pentacles. Okay, let's start at the beginning. Here in the recent past, you have Strength. You have the Lovers. You have the Five of Swords. You have the Star. And you have the Hanged Man, which showed up in reverse. Even though I turned everything up right, I wasn't paying attention. It came out that way. So I do want to address that. But so Strength, let me have a look at this for a sec. In this particular situation, I see the Lovers as a choice. Okay, I know here they're thrown into passion. You can see that he holds her in high regard, you know, and I think this is what you want. You want to be held in high regard. You want to be treated with respect from someone, and be treated nicely and sweetly, and I think that you want to give that in return. And this, I think you are making choices here. You're not accepting, you're choosing to wait for this person. This is what you want. This is what you want to commit to. Someone that holds you in high regard. Someone that is passionate about you. That Like, I think that you, I don't think that you want to fight or battle. Like, here's this Five of Swords, and it's a empty victory. It's about, you know, winning, being right, being right. Okay, if I'm right, then you're wrong, kind of thing. And I don't think this is the thing that I don't think you want anymore. You don't want to operate on this level, whether it's you or it's others that are operating on this level. I don't think you want this in your atmosphere, in your environment, and it's taking you a lot of strength. You're having to hold back because there's some things that are, you know, the beast wants to come out and fight for what's right, right? But sometimes it takes a gentle hand, a gentle voice, strength in reserve, you know, strength in reserve. And that's, sometimes it takes more strength to not engage, to not, and also to not accept what is offered, you know, because you know what you want now, right? You're, you don't want just passion. Passion's great. It's awesome. But you want more, you know. Um, you want more. Uh, so in the star, this is what you've been working at, clearing the waters, trying to see to the bottom. You see she's pouring this crystal clear water into like a kind of a swampy area, and she's trying to see to the bottom. She's trying to um, figure out the way of the light, you know. This is the light way, the lit, the lighted path, the she has changed. And I think that you're regenerating from this energy here. Okay, I think you're trying to see past it, through it, beyond it, above it, whatever. Okay, whatever here that you're struggling with. All right. Um, and then also this hangman in reverse. The hangman is, you know, it's also about struggling. We're struggling to see a different perspective. Like, why can't I figure this out? Why can't, or why do I struggle with this? Why do I need to be right? Or why are, you know, whatever the whys are for you, you're trying to see a new perspective. You're trying to see a clearer vision. Okay? A clearer vision. And with the hangman in reverse, you do. You finally get this aha. Like, it's like that aha moment. And you are no longer suspended in GAFFA. You're able to move forward. I do have a feeling that there's something you're learning. Okay, I know you don't like lessons, but they're never ending in our life. There's a big one here for you, Sagittarius, because I noticed you got 2 5s, and 5s are the struggle with our own, um, like, they're challenges. This one's a challenges of words, communication, thoughts, ideas. You know, we're in a struggle with someone else's version, and here's our version, or our ideas, or our truth, you know. And then here it's a struggle with the feelings. And the funny thing is those are the exact two aces that came out. Okay? There's a need to speak the truth about your feelings. Oops, I just about reversed them. A real need to speak the truth about your feelings. I think whatever the outcome, you know, it's when you deny your feelings, you know, you get into this hanged man thing, you know. You refuse to see other possibilities, other avenues. Not refuse, maybe. Struggle, perhaps. Struggle, okay? So anyway, in the present, you have the Nine of Wands, the Five of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, another double here, and the Page of Cups. Well, the Nine of Wands is, this is a challenge card. Again, you got a few challenge cards this month, okay? But, anyway, and in the Nine of Wands, it's, you know, there's still a ways to go here, right? You can see all these wands behind him, what he's been able to achieve thus far. This final wand is holding him up. He's exhausted. It's a challenge to, there could also, see how he's down on his knee? There could be a physical challenge here. You could have, you know, there could be, I don't know, something that holds you back a little bit, because it could be just exhaustion, you know, and exhaustion, it looks like physical or from work, all the work you've been doing, a lot of work, you got a lot of work behind you, and so this, you couldn't really need to rest, okay? I also feel like there's a barrier, there's some sort of barrier. But I gotta tell you, I feel like it could be something to do with your health or physical condition. You're kind of limited. You know, we can only do what we can do. And sometimes we have to wait. It's interesting that it's under the strength card too, because you could have been using a lot of your physical strength and to, you know, do what you needed to do, and you're tired. This is tired. Like, it's a challenge to complete this project, or it could be work where you're working. It could be challenging at this time. You know, like I was saying, the last couple of days were so hot you couldn't do anything. You couldn't do anything. And if you went 1 foot from the fan, you were like just sweating and just so hot. It felt like butter was all over you. And, you know, that limited. I couldn't get my work done, you know, which is this, right? So that's one way that this applies. You know, there's limitations to what you can get done, okay, presently, right now. And I think it's, some of it is you're kind of worn out. Also, there's some sort of regret here. You feel something's gone wrong, you know, there's something to build on here. There is something to build on. There's still a good foundation. But there could have been, you know, you could have regret what you said to someone, what they said to you. Perhaps the regret is coming from their side, you know. I got a feeling that this has to do, the regret or something has to do with something that's changing for you around work. Okay? There could be something changing for you around work. Um, because here you have the Ten of Wands down here. Okay? And so this is completing the task. You're definitely going to complete the task successfully. I think you're pretty worn out, but you're determined. You know, you're very determined. And the Seven of Pentacles, this is waiting for the fruits of our labor. You know, this is, she can see the fruits of her labor. She can appreciate what she's done. She can start to see the blossoms on the tree and this coming to fruition. You know, when fruition is when the fruit is ready to eat and we can nourish ourselves with it. In this case, it could be nourishment. It could be security, financial security in some way. You could have some money coming in. It could be from some sort of work, or there could have been some sort of a physical. You could have had an accident in the past, or something happened at work where you got hurt, and you could be getting money for that. But I think that you've been working really hard, and you're starting to see the fruits of your labor. You know, this can apply to a lot of situations. I'll give you a couple of examples. So, you know, if you were starting, okay, so if you got a new place and it was run down shack, and you started fixing it up. So you cleaned everything out, you got rid of the junk, and then you spick and span cleaned it, and then you started to paint it, and then you started to put furniture in and go to the secondhand stores and find neat stuff, and it's starting to look like a home. It's starting to feel good. That's just one example. Okay, there's many. So this is that feeling of, wow, this is great. I can enjoy what I've worked so hard to achieve here, you know. And it may bring this, what you're working on may end up bringing an income to you. Okay, that may bring. I also got to tell you to step back one more card, back to this Five of Cups again. This is also worry. You're worried about the feelings that have come out between you and someone, a friend, lover, family. So you could be worried that you hurt someone's feelings, or maybe they've hurt yours, you know. So there's a bit of worry there about that. You can see that those clouds and the birds in the background. There's a sunrise. The sun is on the horizon. Okay, so things are going to improve. The fives are right in the middle, eh? They're right in the middle. And so you're not in this situation for long, or this one. They're not long periods. It's quick change. So then you have the Seven of Swords right beside this, and someone is trying to get away with something here. Someone is stealing information, words, something here. There's some sort of deceit going on here, okay? They've left evidence behind. There is evidence of it, you know. And so you're going to become aware of this. This could be lies. This could be um, like papers, documents, you know, this seems like a bit of a complicated situation. Um, you know, this guy's looking back at these two swords that he's left behind, and he doesn't care. He's just going, I don't care if they know. I'm doing it anyway. And then the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups could be an apology after this deceit of something. It looks like someone's, you know, because you've done a lot here. You've worked on this. You've been watering this tree and pruning it and taking care of it. And someone's trying to come along and cut down that tree and take it. Or, you know, say that they planted the tree. It's their tree. Some sort of challenging situation. And, there could be an apology coming from either side. Whoever feels that they owe it, whether it's you, Sag, or them. I have a feeling it's them, because most times I think that you operate within integrity. It's important to you. And this could be an apology here. And it could be from more than one person, actually, is what I'm feeling. There could be a couple of areas where there's an apology coming through, because you got work, you got communication, you got feelings involved with this. You got every suit here, okay? Every suit. And the center of the whole reading is the Seven of Pentacles. And this is pride. You know, you need to be proud of yourself. You need to take a breath and smell the roses. All the roses that you planted and nurtured and grown and watered and everything. It's you need to be proud of yourself and appreciate your accomplishments here. This is the one before the 8. Okay? So right now you're waiting for this to bloom so you can pick all these pentacles. And then you'll be in the 8 where you feel accomplished. Oops, I just dropped. There it is. So that's the dead center of the whole reading. You really need to take time and appreciate the work you've done, the, you know, what you've invested. Okay? What you've invested. And I think you're going to get it. Like, I don't see the recognition card, but I definitely think you're going to get it. Okay, so in the future here, which is, you know, in July, the last 2 weeks sort of thing, you have the 8 of Wands, the 10 of Wands. Like I said, you are going to complete this project. The 3 of Wands, Judgment, and the 4 of Pentacles. So, did I say Wands? I hope I didn't. This is the 8 of Cups. I might have said Wands, but it's the 8 of Cups, okay? So this is ready to walk away. You know, you don't feel like this is complete. You don't feel that this is, there's something missing here for you, something missing from this relationship, that You know, this is could be some of the work and the strength that you've needed to hold back the beast here, and there's something challenging here, but you're ready to walk away. So this could be a work situation. There's something missing for you in it. It's not everything that you want. There's something missing for you. So you are off to seek um, something that's more in line for you now in your life. Because we change, right? We evolve and we change, and what was good for us then may not be good for us now. We grow. Oops, and mature and all that. So you're seeking broader pastures, a new horizon, and we've seen the horizon here. We see it also here in these 2 5s. You're looking for a new horizon. These 5s are here to challenge you because you know that something's doesn't fit for you. The 5s are usually a test. They're test to say, are you really going to accept that? Or are you really going to back down from this? You could be being bullied too, right? You could be being bullied, and it's a test. Are you going to be back down? Are you going to back down? Or are you going to stand up for yourself? Are you going to take all the blame, right? Are you going to say, I invested a lot here, actually. I think I've been quite generous, and I've put a lot of time and energy into this, I think that this is part of what you're changing is your part, your part. You probably have pretty big shoulders. And so you're able to take on a lot, you know, not just physically and all that, but emotionally, and be the bigger person, But I think there's a situation here where you're saying, screw that. Screw that. I am not going to be bullied. I'm not going to take the blame, or there's nothing wrong with sharing the blame, but you don't need to take it all on, and neither does the other person. It takes two to tango, right? But these are tests. Testing you because I think there's something missing for you. There's something missing here. And that's why these tests are coming up. Are you sure, Are you sure this is what you want? Is this sure? Are you sure this is for you? And I think that's why these tests are coming here to niggle at you. You know, um, Sometimes when we're resisting change, when we know we need to change, when we know our lives are about to change, and we're dissatisfied with things that are going on, but we're unwilling to really budge out of our spot. The hangman, we're suspended in GAFFA. That's got to be the title of this video. It's got to be. But, you know, yeah, and then life, the universe, spirit gives us a test. Well, if this is so great, how about this? Oh, if it's so great, how about that? It's trying to, you know alert you to your own need to move forward. you know 2 aces here. Look at that, eh? 2 aces. It's time. It's time. I think that you have. I gotta tell you, I think that way that you're communicating and your thought process is in the midst of change right now, this year, big time. And I also think the way you interpret things through your feelings and relay them is also changing. Okay, because they're new. This is a new path, new way, new door. Okay. So beside this Eight of Cups, you're dissatisfied. There's something missing. You need to find that, whatever it is, right? That person, that job, that life. And then you have the Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands is there's a task that you need to complete, and you are completing it. You're just about there. There could be people watching you to see if you do complete this, if you do it. I think there could be some speculation going on, but yeah, there's people watching you to see if you pull this off, because I think they can see that you're tired. You're doing this all on your own too. I think they can see that you're going through some kind of anguish, some sort of mental, not emotional anguish. So you've got a lot going on here, and yeah, I think people are watching to see if you're going to pull this off or not, because it's impressive. It's impressive. Um, so then you have the Three of Wands. Hold on. Hold on a second here. You know, I think there is a relationship. Doesn't have to be a lover. It can just be a relationship you're in, whether it's a boyfriend, girlfriend, friends, family, like I said. And yeah, I think that in the first couple of weeks of July, there could be something that happens. It could have happened already. Time is flowing. That has hurt. Okay. Perhaps you held this person in high regard, or you thought that they held you in high regard, but something happened that clouded that whole thing. I think that things were going along good, very well, and then something happened, and I think that they deceived you in some way. They hurt you in some way, disappointed you, or you them. There's regret, there's worry, there's I feel like you feel really hurt, because look at all this armor this guy has on. He has gold chainmail. And that's a lot of protection in the realms of feeling very, very hurt here. Okay, I think this is you, Sag. I think you're feeling hurt by someone you felt very close to. You thought they held you in high regard. You held them in high regard. Anyway, I think there's something coming to completion in this relationship. This could be a coworker, someone you work with. It could be at work. It could be a friend, like I said. But I think there's something coming to completion here. And, yeah, someone's coming. I've just got to pause it. Sorry about that. One of the campers we're going through. Everybody rides around here in golf carts. It's kind of like a resort in a way, but it's a campground. So anyway, Three of Wands. So here you are waiting. to make that new start, right? I think that I know that the Ace of Wands isn't here, but there's something you have an idea about. You have a new idea, a new plan. The Ace is the idea. The 2 is the plan. What am I going to do? How am I going to do it? You know, where, how much, yada, yada. And then the 3 is waiting for the time, like waiting for the opportunity. He's waiting for the ship to get to the dock so he can get on that ship and set sail. And so this is what you're waiting to. You're waiting to make that move, okay? Um hmm. You know, I'm kind of wondering if you're going, when you get this money, or whatever you've been investing in, you could move on. You could take off. I think I got a feeling you're going to be doing different work, or work doing your work differently. Maybe you're but I think you're really looking for change this month. July, I think, is going to be a catalyst month for you, where a lot of you know, it's the step that is the step to that. It's not that, it's the step to that. So here you're just waiting to for the right conditions. You know, it's you're waiting for the right conditions so that you can start on your new path here. All right. And then the Judgment. This, in this particular deck, it's a call to your destiny. A call to your destiny. I just want to show you all these cards, okay? So, and they start from this side. Okay, so here you're looking off into the distance and you're wanting something new. You're not satisfied with it. Something's missing in your life and you know that you need to move on. Okay, all these little tests and things have been showing you that you do. And then, but there's something you got to complete. You got to complete this task before that you can leave. Okay, and then you have the 3 of Wands. You know, you're just waiting for the right conditions. You're completing all you're getting all your work done while you're waiting for the right conditions, you know, to set sail, because you're being called. You're being called for something new, something, and you know it. You know that this isn't right for you right here. You know, you're not going to complain about it. I can't complain about it. I've been able to, you know, invest my time and energy into, and but it's not the fit that is for me. And you know it, and I think you've been feeling it for a long time, you know. But I think now the conditions are right. They're getting there. Because you got these 2 aces, these 2 doors opening, and you know, and the Judgment. The Judgment says you're ready. You know, you could have been resisting a little bit, because sometimes we resist change, right? It's like, I'm not ready, I'm not ready. And you are ready, right? You're ready. Now, the 4 of Pentacles, this is sometimes about withholding. It's not sharing, you know, it's not being generous. But it's also about saving, being thrifty. They used to say in the old days, being thrifty, not just buying whatever you want, not just, you know, purchasing things because you want it. You're very picky. You're trying to save your money. I think for this, what's going on here, you're saving your money. You're putting it away, and you're saving for something solid, something um, something solid. Okay, some sort of good solid foundation for you. I think for you it feels safe and secure because there's a certain amount of safety in the Four of Pentacles. It's starting to feel secure on my own. You could be coupled, but I mean, we don't like to rely on other people. We like to feel secure on our own, right? So, this is what I think. I think you're really saving your money. You're getting ready for this opportunity. The doors are opening like, oh my, Sagittarius. All these challenges and these tests are trying to tell you it's time. It's time. Sorry, I paused it. Someone was just driving by again. But this is the Oracle of Visions. I was just shuffling these cards, and look what jumped out. I gotta look at this. It's number 26. I don't know these cards very well. They're incredibly beautiful. 26. I love it. It works perfectly. Past and future, fresh start. You just have to turn the page. It's tough knowing what has happened in the past and how close we've been, but you can't dwell on the past. This is the time to rewrite a new chapter for the future. Hopefully, we can put ourselves in a position where we'll all be happy. We are often encouraged to live in the moment, enjoy the present, and not dwell too much on either the past or the future. Yet, in a sense, the present is the least consequential of the three concepts. It's merely an abstract state that we inhabit, but for an instant. In this frozen moment, the woman balances symbols of the enduring concepts of time that precede and follow on from it. On one side is the past, which is now locked and cannot be changed, symbolized by a book on its last page and fully written. But there is also a mirror, as the past still provides value as a reference for reflection and for appraisal and lessons learned. On the other side of her, there's a key that will open doors to new opportunities and a blank book ready to be written. Sagittarius, I feel this so much in your reading, where it said there, but the lessons of the past are a reflection that we can take into the future. What we've learned, what we've conquered, what we've realized is for us, isn't for us, knowing what to accept and what not to accept, right? The Lovers is a choice. It's a choice card. You need to choose, for you, what is right for you, right? And I don't think you want to fight. I don't think you want to argue. You don't want, I don't think you want to be bullied or to be a bully. Any of this negative energy. So you're trying to see through past some of this. The new story to be written. This is a wonderful card. I really don't want to take any others because it couldn't be more complete. A fresh start. This is exactly where you're heading. And perfect timing. July. These fives are here to push you. When you resist, when you are not moving, when you're suspended in GAFFA, and the fives test you. They say, you know, they're there to push you onto the 6, the 7, and the 8. You know, here's at 7s. You're skipping the 6s. You're going right to the 7s, and then the 8s. So, I would say by the end of July, you have accepted your new plan and are starting to save for it, put money aside, you know, and get ready, prepare, because this is preparing as well. Preparing, you know. Um, I am so excited, Sagittarius. I know that sometimes there's some difficulties in here, but you know, these are the lessons that that those reflections you take into the future with you. They're very valuable, right? Very valuable. Oh, I love this reading, and I hope you do too. If you do, hit all the buttons and comment below. I'd love to hear from you. You know I do. I haven't been on too much. I've been moving. I am very much in this position right now, exhausted. And I just took a couple of days. It's in that heat. I needed that rest anyway. So, my darlings, hopefully my next videos will be from the bus on the llama farm. Hopefully in the background, I'm going to have llamas and horses and ponies. That's my plan for mid-month July, okay? Love you bunches. Talk soon. Bye now.